Did yours start? Okay. Passion is something that can make your heart race with anticipation. It's something that can make your hands tremor in fear. It's the chase. The fact that you know in the long run this thing of yours is obtainable, even if at times you're riddled with self-doubt. The adrenaline rushing through your veins is palpable, and everyone around you is front and center to see your perseverance and overwhelming fervency for a desire many view as just a fantasy. But can the thrill of seeking into the brush of your desire ultimately lead to losing a part of who you are? In early 2000s, 2 Sudanese boys were chosen to live in the land of promise, America. Orphaned by one of Africa's grimmest civil wars, the boys chase after their yearning for a distraction and make scars of their despondent past instead of living with open wounds. As time goes on, things that were at some point alienating become instinctive. They began to be lost in the brush, desensitized by our modern ways of life in under a year. The boys were so malleable to their desires that they ended up losing sight of who they were, leaving Americans' expectations of normalcy to portray the role of a seeing-eye dog. A synonym for passion is addiction. Delving into the unknown is exciting, and with excitement comes endorphins, just like if you were to take drugs. In the beginning, you're just toying with the idea of whatever you're pursuing, and then suddenly the rug is ripped out from under you, and you're lying on your back with stars in your eyes, realizing with an epiphany that this idea, something that you cannot even physically touch, has controlled you. There was a time in my life when I wanted to explore my options, so I did a bunch of different extracurriculars. But one thing that I did in particular affected me more than I ever thought that it would. I subconsciously began to change myself aesthetically and hung around people I didn't even have anything in common with, including the way that I interacted with people. I was weak to what I thought that I wanted, and even though I never sunk down to the level of how they treated people, a bucket of water was still dunked over my head, and I was jarred back to my senses. A genuine yearning for something untouched is deserves to be chased after, but must be taken seriously, because you can form a dependency on it, and if unpure, it can wither away the original you. Now, I'm not saying that going after what you want is automatically going to brainwash you, because it won't. I'm just saying don't put all your eggs in one basket unless you know that this thing that you want is worth everything and will give everything and more back. Okay, I need a volunteer from the audience. Hello, miss? Yes, come here, please. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Now, what's your name?
Sophia.
Okay, cool, Sophia. I love your name.
Thanks.
I have a tennis racket here. Now, Sophia, you're a tennis player. Are you self-assured and confident in yourself enough to know that you're a tennis player, or do you need this racket?
I need the racket.
Okay, take it. You're annoying me. Go, bye. Some people feel the need to wholeheartedly become the poster child for their wants. But others, like Asher Lev, keep their passion and personal life separate. Many think that he'll succumb to the pressure of the outside world without Jewish tradition, but he still maintains his roots and reads the Torah and fasts when he needs to. Obsession can be healthy. Passion can be enthralling and a distraction, but at times it can manifest itself into something extremely overwhelming. So the most surefire way to progress for the better is to separate your pursuits from your personal life. Who you are as a person brought you to this desire, so it makes the most sense to stay with who you are and remain conscious of who you are. Thank you. Ratata! Okay.